I would like to show you the corset that I'm troubleshooting right now. This is the S-bend corset that I made in white linen a few months ago, and I loved the fit of it, so I wanted to make a second one in black because that's all I wear. And when I'm making a corset, I usually work on it for like 12 hours before I even try it on, because I don't want to try on something that's like partially boned. I want to try something that's fully boned so that it's like giving me the right shape and the right structure, which means that I have to do all the cutting of the pattern pieces and then all of the boning channels and all the cutting of the steel before I can even be like, how's this look? Which is kind of crazy and like a big leap of faith. When I tried this on the other day, I was like, I fucking broke it. It's broken and it's ruined. But really, Spain came home and looked at it and he was like, oh no, like you just need to raise this portion of the busk isn't lined up correctly. Like you need to raise this whole side of the corset like 2 inches, which is what's happening down here and why I feel like this boob is falling over. So it's not ruined, which is great. That's something that I want to fix about this thing. The other thing I want to fix about it, in addition to doing, you know, it's like not, there's no binding on it yet or whatever. When I lace myself into a corset, I like to have a few inches of play in the back for me to be able to go tighter if I want to or looser if I want to. I don't want a tight lace ever. Like I'm not interested in waist reduction stuff. I like the shapes of these S-bend corsets because I feel like it gives me this illusion of a small waist because it like sits right on my waist and springs out right at my hip, which is just in the cut of the corset and the way that it's like playing with my body and nothing to do with like how strangled I am in here, which is nice. This corset right now is too big, so when I lace into it comfortably, I'm all the way closed, which I don't like. I want to be able to have like, I don't know, a couple inches back there for me to play with. You know, my body changes shape and size all the time depending on my cycle, and bless you. I like to be able to go tighter or looser. The same way that like in the shower, I want to be able to turn the hot water too hot and be able to like rein it in. Okay, that's my current project. So I just yoinked this part of the busk off and I'm gonna adjust it so that it matches the other side better. And then I'm playing around with adding maybe another boning channel here, like a double bone channel for this portion of the bust to have a little bit more support on it. So we'll see how that goes. The other thing that I'm gonna try to do, instead of changing any of the shapes of the corset, because I feel like right now the hip fits me really well, the waist fits me really well, and I don't wanna fuck with that, I'm gonna clip this really close to the edge here. And then I'm gonna add my binding, and hopefully that, you know, like I'll probably get 1/2 inch on either side, which will make this gap more apparent so that I won't be laced fully closed in this thing. I was also thinking of maybe taking this whole panel out and then adding another panel of eyelets where the eyelets are like scooched over really close to this bone here. That's the current plan. I'm not making this corset for anything in particular. I'm just making it to have in my wardrobe. I have been experimenting with wearing more corseted things like out and about in my day. Usually, like if I'm running errands or whatever, I'll wear like a nice saggy bag like this because it's really comfortable, but I love that added historical flair in everyday wear.